Paris was extremely hot that day. It had been bitterly hot for weeks. So hot that people wouldn't even go outside. The streets were completely empty. People stayed indoors. The Louvre Museum was eerily quiet. But there was one man. He realized this was the perfect time for his work. So this person was able to commit the most famous art theft in history. He stole the Mona Lisa painting from the Louvre Museum and disappeared from the city. This sparked investigations around the world. For 2 years, French police arrested the wrong people and conducted various interrogations. Finally, thanks to an extraordinary letter, they discovered who the thief was.
The truth is rarely what it seems.
Before we start this story, let's learn a few things about the Mona Lisa painting. The Mona Lisa is an oil painting created by Leonardo da Vinci between 1503 and 1519 during the Italian Renaissance. We can say this is one of the world's most famous and studied artworks. However, why Leonardo da Vinci painted it remains a mystery. The woman in the painting is believed to be Lisa Gherardini, wife of a wealthy merchant from Florence. But that's just speculation. Only Leonardo da Vinci knows who she really is. It's actually painted with oil paints on a poplar wood panel. It's not actually as large as the Mona Lisa image we see on the internet. The real Mona Lisa painting is small, 77 centimeters tall and 53 centimeters wide. Her smile can be seen as a smile from one angle, but from another angle, you could say she's not smiling. This is Leonardo da Vinci's painting technique. It's because of the shading he did on the eyes. Depending on the viewer, that is, from whatever angle someone looks at this painting, the eyes seem to turn toward them, giving a very three-dimensional quality to this painting. This is Leonardo da Vinci's technology. The landscape behind Mona Lisa looks natural, but experts who have studied it say no such place actually exists. What actually made this famous? Number one is Leonardo da Vinci's mastery, as well as the technology he used to paint this. Number two is what we're about to discuss now. So this happens in 1911, as I mentioned earlier. At that time, Paris was one of the world's most modern and attractive cities. Art, fashion. It was purely a cultural city. Paris had a special beauty at that time. People had horse carriages, bicycles, and early-era cars. These were what you'd find on the streets then. In 1911, Paris was the center of the art world. Many famous artists lived here, especially Pablo Picasso, Henri Matisse, and Marc Chagall. The Louvre was the main museum here, but at this time, the Mona Lisa was just a painting created by an artist. It had no special value, but one man wanted to change this story. So this is a Sunday. The Louvre Museum is about to close. A man dressed in staff uniform enters the museum. At first glance, he looks exactly like an actual employee, nothing suspicious. He quietly goes to a small storage closet. He goes inside and stays there that night. The next day isn't an opening day for the museum, so there are no staff members present that day. Now the time is exactly 7 in the morning. Now he comes out from where he's hiding. Then he goes to a room called the Salon Carré. That's the room where the Mona Lisa painting is hung. As I mentioned before, at this time the Mona Lisa painting was just a painting done by an artist. Now he's going to change that. So without looking around, he quickly removes the painting from the wall and takes it to the stairwell. He used a screwdriver to remove the painting from the frame. Then he wraps the painting in a white sheet and heads to the exit. But the exit door is locked because it's not a museum opening day. Just then, a plumber who works at the museum arrives. He doesn't suspect this man because he's wearing a uniform, so he helps him open the door, and just like that, the thief disappears with the Mona Lisa hidden underneath. The theft took only a few minutes, but for 28 hours, No one knew the painting was missing. No one had seen it. During that week, photographers normally come to photograph the paintings there. After these photographers came, workers remove some of these paintings and take them to different places here and there. So because of that, one painting being missing wasn't a big deal to them. Then another day that same week, a photographer came to photograph the Mona Lisa. That's when it was discovered that the Mona Lisa painting had disappeared. Police were immediately called. Secret investigators rushed into the museum. All they could find was an empty frame and fingerprints. News about the stolen Mona Lisa began appearing in newspapers around the world. They also mentioned in these newspapers a reward of $250,000 for anyone providing information about the theft. During these days, the question everyone around the world was talking about was, where is the Mona Lisa? Thousands of people started telling police their various stories about the Mona Lisa's location. Some said the painting was now in Belgium. Others said it was on a ship heading to America. Other people mentioned a man walking away from the Louvre carrying something large. By this time, police had arrested a considerable number of suspects. One of the most surprising suspects was the famous artist Pablo Picasso. A secretary who knew Picasso gave police a tip that Picasso had once bought statues stolen from the Louvre for money. Police checked these. It was then confirmed these were actually stolen goods. Picasso was arrested and questioned, but police were able to confirm he didn't actually steal the Mona Lisa. Another suspect caught was J.P. Morgan, a wealthy American banker. Many people started gossiping that he had secretly ordered the theft to possess the Mona Lisa for himself. That's why Morgan was arrested. Also, based on a tip received, police checked a ship going to New York. But they found nothing. For 2 years, they searched for the Mona Lisa. No one could find it. But actually, it was simple. The Mona Lisa painting was inside the small apartment of Vincenzo Peruggia, a 29-year-old Italian craftsman about 2 miles from the Louvre. He'd worked at the Louvre and knew the museum well. After stealing it, he had hidden this painting inside a wooden trunk, meaning a box made of wood. Police actually came to his apartment twice, but they couldn't find the painting. But something else matched with Peruggia, fingerprints, but these fingerprints were from Peruggia's left hand. However, according to the records in the police system, they had right-hand fingerprints. So because of this reason, they couldn't match it. Finally, Peruggia had nothing else to do. He knew the game wasn't going well now, so he thought of sending this painting to Leonardo da Vinci's own country. That is, to sell it to a merchant in Italy. So he sent a small letter with a false signature of Leonardo to an art dealer in Florence, saying he had the Mona Lisa and would return it. The art dealer met him in a hotel room. Peruggia opened his wooden box and showed him the real Mona Lisa. Then, this dealer, pretending to help him, said he needed to take it for examination and called the police. Peruggia was arrested. He was actually imprisoned for only 7 months. But years later, in 1932, a journalist revealed the massive story behind this theft. A skilled con artist named Eduardo de Valfierno had masterminded the entire plan. He had made 6 perfect copies of the Mona Lisa. His plan was to sell each copy to wealthy buyers in America. But for this, the real Mona Lisa painting needed to disappear from the Louvre Museum. Then the buyer would believe they had the real Mona Lisa painting. So he had hired Peruggia to steal the real painting. When this became famous in the newspapers, this con artist Valfierno had actually sold the 6 fake copies to the 6 wealthiest people in America. Every buyer thought they had the real Mona Lisa painting. Actually, by making and selling these 6 copies, Valfierno earned approximately $90 million. At that time, in the 1910s, $90 million was an unimaginable amount of money. Actually, Perugia, who stole the real Mona Lisa, didn't really know the game this Valfierno was playing. After this, the Mona Lisa became a very famous painting. The meaning of that painting, Leonardo's skilled painting ability, all these things started to emerge after this. Many people say the Mona Lisa in the Louvre is a fake, because with 6 copies made, one of those copies could have been with Perugia, some people say. But that's not true. This is the original Mona Lisa. How do we know this is original? Let me explain. First reason, scientific testing and scanning. Experts used advanced technology to examine every part of the painting. Infrared reflectography and X-ray scans were used to see beneath the paint layers. These scans accurately revealed even the underlying sketches showing Da Vinci's working process. This proved it wasn't copied from another painting. Second reason, Da Vinci's signature technique called sfumato. Leonardo used a special painting method called sfumato, an Italian word meaning soft, to give human skin in his paintings a very smooth, lifelike appearance. He applied dozens of extremely thin paint layers, one on top of another. This same style appears in other paintings like the Virgin of the Rocks and St. John the Baptist. No other artist of that time matched this specific technique. So that's another reason. Third reason, pigment and material analysis. Scientists examined the wood panel and pigments. These raw materials matched materials from early 1500s Italy, exactly the type Leonardo used. The rare minerals found commonly in his workshop, like lead white and azurite, are also present in this Mona Lisa painting. So this way, experts have been able to prove this is the original. That's how this masterpiece became famous. Now the Mona Lisa painting is kept under tight security, protected by bulletproof glass. So if any of you actually go to Paris, don't forget to visit the Louvre Museum. I think you now have a good idea of how the Mona Lisa painting became famous. Don't forget to subscribe so you can watch valuable episodes like this quickly. I'll be back soon with another curious and interesting story. Victory to all of you. Goodbye.